Hi, welcome to Real Life on the Homestead in Ontario, and I'm Marie. And as you can see, I'm out of laundry detergent, and I have my friend Angela behind the camera today, and she needed to make some soap. I needed to make some soap, so we're sitting outside enjoying today, and I'm going to show you a couple of options for making soap, and a couple of options because Angela went out shopping and could not find washing soda. So there's an alternative to washing soda, and I'll talk to you about that. I personally love Kirk's Castile soap. It is non-fragranced. It is absolutely pure. It's women owned. You gotta love that. Gotta love any company owned by a woman. Let's promote each other as much as we can. And the beauty is 8 bars of soap on Amazon is 38 Canadian dollars. That's not bad. The recipe I'm going to do today will be enough laundry detergent for a family of 4 that will last you a year. Now, people think the more is better. With soap, you don't need to use tons. People think, oh, I'll add some more, it'll be better. All you're getting is a lot more suds, a lot worse on your septic system. And because us homesteaders are on septic systems, you want to be able to just put in what you have to. I use a tablespoon for a regular load of laundry. If it's a heavy load, like let's say we cleaned out the barn or we harvested chickens and we have blood on our clothes, then I'll use 2 scoops. I'm using an HE front loading machine. You can use this on a regular machine. On a regular machine, which isn't HE, you should probably double it because of the agitation. But honestly, I think 1 tablespoon of powdered detergent is all you need. And simply put, we're going to use our Castile soap, our washing soda, Borax, and I know people are all freaked out about Borax. There is nothing wrong with Borax. There's another form of Borax, something or other. It's like an acid. It's not the same thing. Borax is a disinfectant. And I have read somewhere, but I didn't actually look it up, that Borax is basically turns into hydrogen peroxide. I don't know if that's true. I just read it. I didn't look into it. But my son is going to be 30 this year. And I used to use cloth diapers. We didn't have those genies that they use for cloth diapers these days. I used to have a pail, some Borax, some water. I would rinse out the diapers. I'd throw them in the pail, keep the lid on. And when I did laundry, my diapers came out perfectly clean. Never, ever used bleach. Always used Castile soap. And what's the reason for making your own soap besides saving money, of course? Our skin. It's the biggest organ in our body. Why would you want to subject it to absorbing chemicals? Like, think about it. It's really common sense. And I know there's a lot of recipes that ask for fragrances added, essential oils, or, like beads, scented beads. Personally, scent does not mean clean. It just gives you that thought that, oh, it smells good, so it's clean. If it's clean, it smells like nothing. Like, that's the same with food. If it smells clean, it's not spoiled. So we don't need fragrances. You can add essential oils if you want to. I'm using the unscented Castile soap. Angela will be using the Aurora laundry soap, which is from Italy. It has a lemon scent to it. So she's gonna have a lemon scented laundry detergent. It's a preference. Use what you like. And the wind is picking up, and hopefully we won't get rain while we're doing this. So I'm going to grate using a food processor. Now I know you can grate this using a box grater, and I have heard, and I've actually been on a few sites recently just out of curiosity, because I've seen I am no longer making my own soap. It's going to ruin my machine. Well, it's not going to ruin your machine. You got to think, who's putting out this advertisement? Who's supporting it? It's probably the soap detergent companies that don't want you to make your own. The only way you're going to clog up a machine is if you're using too much soap. You don't need a lot of soap to do your laundry. Soap, water, and then as your rinse agent, pure white vinegar, 1/4 cup. It's all you need. It will rinse your clothes nice and clean. Any soap residue will come off. But if you think about it, all these manufacturers of detergent also produce little pucks to clean your washing machine. Why? Because you're putting soap residue from their product. So then they make another product to get rid of it. You know what? Just use white vinegar as your rinse agent instead of a heavily fragranced softener. And then I just use wool balls in my dryer, and that takes away the static. So you can do this a lot cheaper and a lot better for your family. Everything I have here that I've just shown you is going to be enough laundry detergent for my family of 4, for a year. If you use a little bit more, you're going to think about it, well, you're going to be on holidays and you're not going to use any detergent while you're away. So it always balances out. This total cost was $50 Canadian. So $50 Canadian for a whole year's worth of detergent. I'm pretty sure last time I was at Costco, I saw these big jugs of detergent and I think they were like $25, $30. So I think we're winning here. I'm going to use the food processor, and the reason I'm doing this is I want to pulverize this as fine as possible, because then it'll dissolve a lot easier in my washing machine. You know? And Angela, you're behind the camera. If you have any questions, ask them, because maybe our viewers will have some questions too.
Sounds good.
I am going to start grating this, but I'm not going to do it on camera because it will be loud as hell.
Okay.
And we'll come back and show you after we've ground up our soaps. Okay, so we have grated our soap, as you can see, done it pretty finely with the food processor. Now, I guess I should clarify, because I said I buy an 8-pack of the Kirk soap. I only use 4 bars for this event. 4 bars of soap, a box of the washing soda, a box of Borax, and a 1.5 kilogram box of baking soda. Now, when you finish grating, you end up with these little slithers at the top that just don't make it through. Same as when you're grinding your cheese, like you're doing your mozzarella or whatever. So I break it up a bit into the food processor, and I'm switching to a blade. And I'm also going to use this blade for the purpose of mixing, because I find the finer everything is, the easier it dissolves. If you have hard water, and that's our puppy in the background, not happy that mom's behind the camera. Life's tough, buddy. This is real life. Anyway, we're going to blend this down finely. And then once it gets blended finely, I'm going to add in some of my baking soda. And that's just to keep it from clumping. So we have blended up our soap. And as I was blending, I did add a bit of baking soda just so that it didn't clump. But this is what we're at. It's pretty fine. And what I'm going to do is, to this, I'm going to add a good handful of this soap that's been shredded back in. I just like to blend it as much as possible. It will dissolve better later, so why not do that? What I like to do is add baking soda as it's blending, and it will break it up. The finer you get it, the better. And I am using a 2 kilogram box in total. Now, baking soda is a natural water softener. So most of us on well water have hard water. This makes your clothes super soft, and it also helps the soap clean better because you're using soft water. I'm just adding what I grated, those 4 bars, back in. And this is getting finer and finer as we go. It's okay, little puppy.
So Marie, will you end up using the full 2 kilograms of the baking soda?
I'm actually going to use 1.5 kilograms
Okay.
and share half with you.
Well, thank you.
Because the washing soda is also baking soda, and that actually takes us right to the next comment that we wanted to get in here. Since you couldn't find washing soda, and I've heard some people say that they are having a hard time finding it, let's make some.
I used to find it in abundance at No Frills, and now I went up and the shelves are empty.
Yeah, well, I guess, you know what, maybe people are starting to make more of their own products. I don't know. But grab yourself these giant boxes. Sometimes they come in bags of baking soda. Pour that on a cookie sheet. Bake it at 400 degrees for 30 minutes. You have washing soda. So it's pretty easy. If you can't get the already baked washing soda, you just get baking soda. I just find that if I can get it, it's there. I've got my measurements over, like, I've been making laundry detergent for over 30 years. I've never had a machine break down. Surprise. I've never had a problem with my septic because of it. Surprise. It's okay, Mario. He wants to get a bath in this stuff, I think. But, yeah, so it's, if you can't find washing soda, all it is high temperature baking soda. So it's very easy to make your own if you needed to. I find it's cheaper to buy this, which I don't understand why, because it's another process. But I usually get this for about $7.99 on Amazon, and that's Canadian. So that's a great price. Yeah. So I'm actually going to link every product that I'm using here on Amazon. You can use my affiliate link. Yes, I do get a small commission, but if you don't want to buy it there, that's fine too. Doesn't bother me. It's just if you can support us in what we're trying to do, I appreciate it. So now I'm using my bucket because I like to mix in there. But right now I've got some baking soda in here. I've got my Castile soap, and look how fine that is. That's perfect. So I'm going to add to that my box of washing soda. And with anything, you don't want to be breathing in any powders. Not that it's bad, it's going to kill you, but it's sure going to irritate your lungs and your throat. So why do it?
That's why we're outside.
I'm outside because this stuff gets on the floor, and then I'm washing the floor for quite a while. The other thing is, borax, some people find it that they don't want to use their hands. If you want, use gloves by all means. Like I said, I haven't had an issue. So I'm comfortable just because I'm mixing this for a couple of seconds. So I'm using a box of borax here and a box of 2 kilograms. I'm trying to give you the measurements. So 1.5 kilograms of baking soda, 2 kilograms of borax, 3 kilogram box of washing soda, and 4 bars of Castile soap. Did I miss anything, Angela?
Nope, I think that's everything.
Okay, so perfect. So I'm gonna try to clean up as I go. I'm just moving things out of the way because it is a little windy and I don't want this stuff to blow into the yard. So I've got everything here, and what I'm gonna do is mix it up. I'm gonna put a lid on this, shake it up, use a spoon, shake it up. If I needed to, I'd put it in the food processor. This is mixed so finely already, it's good to go. I place a small jar. I don't know where I got this, doesn't matter. Just a small jar on my washing machine. I have a 2 tablespoon measuring. What I do for my laundry is 1 tablespoon in my laundry dispenser. It is so fine, as you can see. It's so fine, it dissolves fine in there. It does not clump up, no issue. If we have very dirty clothes, then I'll use a 2 tablespoon scoop. I fill this up and keep this on my machine ready to go.
Okay.
All right, so with all the chaos we're having here between kids, dogs, wind, we're still getting it done. I have mixed everything up really well in here. This is my bucket. of dry laundry detergent. Now there are some people who are hell-bent on they want liquid detergent. It dissolves better. If you have dark clothes and you're using cold water and you're afraid that this is not going to dissolve enough and you don't want any residue, and again, you won't have residue if you're using vinegar as your rinse. But what I do is I have a 1 liter mason jar. That is 8 cups of water. Is it? No, it's 4 cups of water.
4 cups of water.
It's 4 cups of water. And I have put in here
8 tablespoons.
8 tablespoons of soap. And I'm adding hot water right now. I am going to shake this baby. It's trying to explode on me. But it's dissolving. And this I keep on the machine, and I will use a 1/4 cup into my top loader. Or you can use a 1/2 cup into a, into my front loader, and into a top loader, you'd use 1/2 cup. That's a lot of soap. I wouldn't recommend using that much, but it's already dissolved. Don't overuse soap. It's a myth that the cleaner your clothes will be. The more you use, the more residue opportunity you have. You want it to wash and then rinse out cleanly. So I use this when I'm doing darks. Like if I have, a black dress that I don't want any kind of residue at all, and I want to make sure it dissolves well, I will use a liquid. I just keep this on top of my machine, but this takes up so much less space. I've seen some people who make their detergent and then whip it to make it emulsified, and they have like 5-gallon pails. I don't have that kind of storage space to keep my laundry detergent. This is going to be enough for a year. This is, and it's still dissolving. You can see it at the bottom here, because I made this quite concentrated. This is going to be a 1/4 cup for a load. And simple enough. You can do this. You're smart enough. You can do this. And it's better for your family. Now I'm just trying to think of, and that puppy, it just wants to be on video. We should actually pick him up and put him on the video. But this is simple. It's economical. It's good for you. So go out, live your best life, and take care of your family and your health. Have a great day.
Hi. Hello. Hey, say hi. Mario.
Oh, now he's going to be quiet.
Mm-hmm.